beautiful and amazing people. My battery. I don't intend to do like the heat is too much like the other day, bro. So this is how I season my turkey or my proteins in general. Let's generalize the protein and call it protein. Guys, the heat is on. What did I say? I'm just gonna show you briefly how I season my protein. My battery is almost, I plugged it a while ago, but because of this video. So guys, we are about to cook. I think today is Friday. If today is not Friday, please pardon me. Pardon me. I'm holding the phone on my hand. I don't want to set a tripod because the heat is on and I don't intend to dwell here for a very long time. For a very long time. Share the video. Man, nah. Have I on the cooker? I have not even on the cooker. I'm sweating like. Hello everyone. Thank you for stopping by. Hi Teal. Teal the bread. The name is so long. I can't. Teal, let's just abbreviate it. Oh boy, how are you? Where are you watching from? Is it from the UK or from Europe? So I just want to season the protein. I think today is Friday, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me. I'm just thinking today is Friday. Yeah, hi love. You okay? Okay, till there. All right. Man, I was beaten a few minutes ago by Onion. Onion gave me a thorough beating of my life. Like, I'm still tearing. Yeah, but we can never stop using Onion. It just beat us randomly. Even beats old and young together. So I am seasoning protein. This is a thyme. That was Scotch bonnet or habanero pepper. And I have added bay leaf. And this is ginger. I love spicy meat. Yeah, so with this pepper that I have added, I'm not going to use for the food I'm cooking again. Even if it's stew, I'm not going to blend more. I love ginger, so it's going to be a whole lot of ginger. I mean, when you eat the protein, if you're like me, I crack the bone when it's turkey. And the bone, it will be so juicy and tasty as well. So we've added ginger, curry, thyme, salt, bay leaf. I'm adding my seasoning cube. Because I'm using one hand, I don't want to set up the tripod. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm not acknowledging your... Hey, Mercy. How are you? Is it my Mercy from Reading or someone else? You can hear me sniff my nose a little bit, but trust me, my kitchen is tidy. I'm a very neat person. I'm just sniffing nose because I was bitten by onion. I have a lot of onion chopped there. So I'm using 2 seasoning cubes for the protein. And that's all. You see, I use a lot of, that was 3 balls of onion. I'm making stew. I'm holding my phone on my hand. I don't intend to set up tripod because my battery, I didn't plan to come live, but my battery, because my battery is almost dead. So this is it. You just season, don't add water, let it use let it cook itself and generate a, I've washed twice today. All the winter, thick things for the winter. I just used this last week. Who knows if we're going to get sun again? I don't know. But like all those robe, thick robe, all those, what do you call those, something like onesie, all those winter stuff, sha. I washed all today. So we can start packing them back. And ready for for the winter. Somebody will tell me somehow I've not finished. I'm thinking about winter. Think your own. I'm thinking my own, guys. Oh boy. So we're just going to cover it. I think the salt I put should be enough. I gauge with eyes as an adult. As someone who started cooking from age 8 rather, sorry. I think I saw age 8. I started cooking at age 8. Yeah. Age 8, and that's why you see that. It's hard for me to eat people's food. Yeah, I've known all the rudiments, all the tricks, all the hacks, anything you can call it for cooking. I started cooking pretty very early. In those days, I think my mom had gone to the farm, and I didn't even know time at 8 in the village. So I always watch when the weather is, the cool of the evening. So when the weather becomes like that, I was able to determine that, okay, it's getting late and my mom is not back. And because my dad was a military man, I know. My dad was a military man. So, hey, I don't want to tell you the rest. I felt for my mom as a young child because I know when my dad should come back, before my mom and food is not ready. Oh boy. Any food you give to my dad that evening, the rest is history. May he continue to rest in peace. My dad, all those beautiful, my mom had those beautiful, gorgeous, dishes for her husband. Like, I've not seen those type of, you can see a ceramic, real ceramic that is like almost like a basin, for family eating together. All those beautiful ancients, my mom had them all. And so for my dad, you know that, oh boy, Odogu don't come. But let my dad get to the house before my mom return from farm, and there is no food. So at that tender age, my mom would have gone to the farm with, I think we had some people living with us, my cousins, and I was quite young, and some of my siblings too. But because I've been I think some parents, they observe if you know your children well. Yeah. I think my mom studied me and know the kind of a child I was going to be like. What do I mean? Maybe someone who's very, very reasonable, so to say though. Yeah, because I can be in the house, I mop, I clean. At that tender age, I don't like dirty, and that's what is following me till today. You get it? Yeah, if I keep my cooking pot here, don't put it in the next place there. No, don't. Just leave it here. Don't turn the lid like this. I don't have OCD, but that's how I'm wired right from that young age. When I'm mopping the lobby or the balcony, if you're coming from outside, in fact, just go and pass because our house is somehow is a very big house. So we have external place that you can pass to come into the house, like from like a garden. There's a house, yeah. So let's say the garden. Go and pass there. But when I'm mopping, don't come inside. From that young age. So my mom would go to the farm with my siblings and my cousins. And the one day I looked, the weather is getting dark, like not really dark, but you could tell maybe like around 5 with my imagination now, like around 5 in Africa, the sun had gone down. So what did I do as a young child? Guys, I'm cooking. Just trying to boil my protein. So, yeah. So I'm just giving a background story of how I started cooking at my very tender age. Without being taught. You know, a child that will learn. So, we have things in the house though, but we didn't have, there in Africa, if you know, more cow skin, you know, dry fish. But there is a lady who sells by the side of our house. I just went there. I said, Mama Solo, give me fish. My mom is not home. Probably I would have spoken pidgin. I don't know. My mom is not home. When she comes, she will give you money. She laughed and she said, she called me by my native name. I don't want to call my native name. That's the name. Like people call my mom by my name. Mama, this person. I'm not the first child, but they call my mom by my name. So I told the woman, I said, give me fish. This mackerel, the smoked one. And so if you're just coming in, I'm just trying to cook my protein. I want to make stew and some soup. I don't know what soup, but I have kale, I have spinach. I might end up making vegetable. I have no idea, but I'm just telling you my childhood story. So I told guys, can you share and share it, like it. Thank you very much. So I told her, give me fish. I was at age 8, as at this time, I was telling you. So, and let me not say what they know me for. Oh my God. Somebody was telling me that my nephew, my niece, my younger brother's daughter now, that she looks so much like me that she's so, if you look for her trouble, she wouldn't stop until you stop. I think she took a lot from me and she's my carbon copy. So, and I have mouth. I have mouth right from childhood. I can run my mouth, but I talk with wisdom. I heard that from my mom. One time I said, hey, they say I act like an elderly person. And that's what I see, the attribute I see in my daughter. That's why she's the only best friend that I have. Yeah, my daughter. She's 16. So she's the only best friend. Never would have any best friend elsewhere. Oh, God. I'm trying to kill fly. I tell you, these are what I don't like. Once you start cooking African food, the fly will start coming from nowhere. Sorry, guys. I need to kill the fly. Don't want to see it by the window. So as I was saying, so I told the lady, give me fish. She practically has African store, what we call African store now, but in a smaller size. So she said, she called me by my native name. That native name is very dear to my mom, and is due to I don't want to go there. So she said, she called me by my native name. I said, this one you came to buy this. Is this what your mom wants you to buy? I said, no, my mom is not home. My mom went to the farm. And she said, so who is going to cook? Because at that time, I was like the first child because my elder sister wasn't home. She was with my mom's elder brother. Story for another day. So I didn't even grow up knowing my elder sister. So I used to think, I never thought I was the first child, but she wasn't living with us. I think they said she from birth because of some situation that made them to take her far away. You know, Africa, forget about something. Forget. So So that was why my elder sister never lived with us until I think she finished secondary school before she came back. But we go to where she was. She was living in Asaba. We do visit, but she stayed with my mom's elder brother. Yeah, that story for another day. So this woman, she called me by my native name and she said, "This one, your mouth is sharp. Who is going to cook the food?" I said, "It's me now." It's me. And she said, "Oh, don't go and waste all these food items that you are getting from here. Or you just have to wait till your mother is back." I said, "No, look at the time. Mind you, I don't even know what the time is. I just knew that the sun had gone down." I said, "But my mom is not back. My mom will be tired when she's back from the farm. So I'm going to cook." And she was laughing and she said, "Call me." She's not far from our place. "Call me if you need me to help you to do anything, like the cooking, if you need me to help you." I said, "Don't worry." Jesus, I used to have mouth though. And I still have mouth till today. Oh boy. So I went. I have, you know what they call scent leaf? It's like mint leaf. If you're familiar with mint, so they call it scent leaf in Africa. So we have it in our garden. Our house is a big house. So I plucked scent leaf. We have banga. You know what? Banga is banga now. Yeah, we have banga. So I put the banga in the pot, and I've grinded. We don't have blender. Nobody should come and phone for me like we were the only poor person in Africa. We didn't have blender in those days. So I used the grinding stone. I grinded the scent leaf, onion, and so the banga, I put it on the fire. To tell me whether banga is cooked or banga is not cooked, I wouldn't have been able to, to tell. But we had tenants in our house, good tenants. And these are young boys who are, you can say, bachelors, right? Bachelors. And their girlfriends used to come visit then. So one of the guy's girlfriend is she stammers a lot. I can't remember her name again, but she was a big auntie already that time. So she called me. Everybody like calling me by my native name, and she said, "Leave there." So she helped me to extract the juice of the banga and everything because they were looking at me. 8 years. What do I know? And I put the soup on the fire. I washed the fish, only God know if I washed it more very well. Put crayfish, everything, put meat, and I cooked the soup. She was there, she was observing what I was doing. I tell if I wasn't doing it well, she would have corrected me. But she only did that banga for me. And her boyfriend, because they never got married, as before I relocated, or before I traveled out. Not traveling out, but before I traveled to Lagos. They weren't married then. I mean, they never got married as at that time. So when it got to fufu, we always have a filtered fufu somewhere in the house there. So, and my mom, oh bless her memory, my mom doesn't like fufu that you mix with gari. You know, in those olden days, people will mix fufu and gari together. No, my mom doesn't eat eba. She says the eba is like she always say eba is like it chokes her on her throat. So it's because it's not smooth. If I put it that way, like because the gari is not smooth. So if you want to mix fufu with gari, my mom wouldn't also eat. She like just plain fufu, and so I mix it just like that. Because I always see my mom cook it 2 times. If you ask me how they cook fufu now, only God will help me. But I did it though. But when it was time to pound, the pistol for pounding was bigger than I am. The pistol for pounding was bigger than I am. Everything was big, even the mortar. So the guy that the wife to be helped me to do the banga extra. So he pounded the fufu, and I brought out our cooler and wrap it the way it was going to be. To tell you that I am full of wisdom. So you know what? I washed out everywhere. I told the guy, I said, I'm going to use fire. It was firewood I used. I said, I'm going to use firewood to water to quench the firewood. They were asking why. I said, I don't want my mom to know that I cooked. I want to see my mom's reaction. And I know where my mom sat, blessed memory. I know where she sat. When she got back, so I put the food in our store. We have a store in the house where we always leave things. I took the food there so that she wouldn't know. And I used water to off the firewood so that no trace. I can execute judgment. I'm telling you something. So that no trace, nothing will be dictated. See our chicken? So now I don't need to add water, or I might add water. See a lot of water inside the chicken. I never put water. So I'm going to test it at this time to know if enough seasoning or the salt is okay. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I don't want to cook on Saturday. Neither do I want to cook on Sunday. Anything I have to cook today. I might cook beans and plantain. I'm preparing for next week. In fact, the forthcoming 6 weeks is going to be too busy for me, if you know what I mean. So if I can even cook that, I want to test it. Let's see. Let me run water. I needed to boil water, but I didn't. I'll add water now. So when my mom got back, I felt for her at that age. So I said, Mommy, you are tired. She said, in my language, she said, Yemefe. Yemefe is leave me, let me go and get her. She asked me, go and bring out this, go and bring out that. Is your dad back? I said no, because when you marry a military man, body go gist you. Action, my dad was an action congress. But funny enough, they were able to live very well because my mom was the last born and my dad last born. So it's like last born, marry last born. So if my dad wants to misbehave, you see my mom elder brothers, Inspector of Police, CID, and all those ones, they will just come and tell my father, you might be a military man, no? We too. You got married from a family that is also in the force, right? So, so my mom was like, is your dad back? I said, no. He said, Yemefe. I should go and make firewood and all those things so that we'll cook. I said, Mommy, I won't let you. Go and have your shower first. You thought you'd be in the farm for like, you left maybe like 10 a.m. and you're back like around 5 or 4. They were planting, I think corn or melon. I can't tell. Maybe it should be planting time. You know, when you begin to plant as a farmer. So I'm like, no, I won't let you. You need to have your shower first because I know you are tired. And while I was talking, I was second to the last born, who is now the tallest of the whole house. I don't even know, maybe 6.6 or 8. He's too tall. My brother was 2 years plus then. So they always, I think why they never took me to the farm was they always, I'm the one that is more, how do I put it now? I don't want to say elderly, the eldest in the house. So they leave him for me. I think it was 2 years because he sucked until he was almost 3 years. I second to the last one. So my mom got back and I'm saying, sit down. My mom doesn't want to sit down. Immediately, she don't say, my mom called me by my native name and said, what is all this now? Let me go before your daddy will come back. Let me go and get this thing. Bring out pots, bring out this, measure out rice because we have rice. I'm like, no, I won't let you. Go and have your shower first. So she sat down. She said, give me water. So I gave her water. Normally, when my mom is out, she comes back, she uses water, like tap water or cold water to wash her breast before she will breastfeed. It's not all this, you guys modern day breastfeeding, even me. You know, because she felt that son had beaten her for a whole day. She doesn't want to give the son, is it a contaminated breast? I don't know what I would call it. But my mom will first of all use water to wash. Immediately my mom sat down, I got her water. That was where I got my mom that day. The baba that is still sucking breast came and knew. To tell you, my brother was so tall that time. In fact, he kneels down like he knelt, literally, he knelt down, bring out breast and was sucking. That's to show you how they spoiled that boy. He just knelt down. I was sucking. He knows how to bring out the breast from the from the cochette. If your mom have not called bra cochette, your mom is a Gen Z. My mom will be laughing in the grave now. She says, see what my daughter is remembering today. May her soul continue to rest in peace. It's not easy. Yeah. Life. So, yeah. I don't want to be emotional now. Emotional. I don't want to be emotional. No. Yeah. So, my brother finished breastfeeding, and my mom said, okay, I'll go and bath now because I was insisting. And that couple that helped me to do the food, although, yeah, the husband, the guy pounded. And they were just there staring, looking at, what is this guy? What are you executing this girl? Trying to see my mom's action. Even they were telling my mom, yeah, you too, relax. She said you should relax. Come here, I know that. Why are you panic? Why are you in panic? Food is ready, woman. So I'm telling you, at age 8, I was age 8. So when I give you life skills, you will take it. You know that I've come so far. Yeah? We're in our 5th floor. So we're telling you things. So the guy was telling my mom, yeah, you just listen. She's asking you to go and have a shower. So my mom just, whether she even used sponge or not, because it didn't take for me now, knowing that having flashback is like, okay, this child, this same particular child of mine, my mom just went and poured water on her body. Maybe she was intending like, let me finish cooking before old soldier will come in, then I can go and have my rest. Then when she finished, I said, sit down. And then she told me in my language, she said, she's not finding what I'm doing funny. Then I went, I said, I think she's running out of patience. And I went, brought her the cooler. If you guys used to use cooler in those days to keep food. I brought her the cooler, I brought her the pot of soup. My mom used her hand to shift the pot. She used her hand. When she opened soup, it was like magic. Like, where did soup come from? When I was leaving the house this morning, there was no soup, in her action. So she just used her hand to push the soup aside. Just a little bit. She tilted it a little bit. Like, and she said, like, where did you get soup from? I said, Meshia, I was so happy. I cooked it. I prepared it at age 8. And my mom said, you cooked what? And she said, give me ngangi, give me spoon. She wanted to stir the soup to know whether is she saying double or am I coloring? She stirred the soup and she said that the soup was rich. And she said, we have in Africa now, you don't put food in the same plate we have special plate for papas. So she said, oh yeah, Shini, where did you get it from? And the tenants, they said, what an American here. They told my mom that this guy is too wise. That she's the one that cooked it. They only helped me halfway. Do you know that after that incident, when my mom is going to the farm or going to the market, she will go inside the store, measure out rice. If it's, in the olden days, we measure rice that we cook. We have a bag, but she will measure maybe 12 cups. They'll say it's a dozen. She will bring out maybe tomato and this. They'll say cook. So that was how I started cooking very early. Very early. Did you enjoy my story? Guys, give me thumbs up if you enjoyed my story. That was how I started cooking very, very early. You get it? So when they go to the farm, I'm at home to cook. I'm at home to clean. I love cleaning. That's what you see today. That you think, oh, my children will say, Mama have OCD. I say, if I slap you, you know, I don't have OCD. I just have neatness mentality. I just want my environment to be neat. I ain't got no OCD. So guys, that's the end of my story. You guys did not share the video. I've told you my story today now. So what am I going to prepare this afternoon? I'm making stew. I've not even blended tomato. But you know what? I'm not killing myself. If I only can boil this turkey and probably blend the tomato, because I don't pre-cook my tomatoes. I don't, yeah, I feel that, yeah, I just fry straight. But I use sieve to drain the excess water. Normally I use the water or the juice that comes out. I use it to cook the protein, but I started with a different method today. So I'm cooking stew. But like I said, there's food in the house. It's just me trying to stock up against the forthcoming week, because it's going to be Monday to Friday. I'm going to be busy Monday to Friday for good 6 weeks. Yeah, so while I'm home today, tomorrow, anything that I think I can cook to stock up in the freezer is what I'm just doing. So there's pizza, there's lasagna to be eaten, all those easy food. There is, name it. But I just want to make stew, and at the same time, maybe cook small soup for swallow. Yeah, so I'm not relying on this food. So if I just feel like, okay, I don't want to stress myself, yeah, I've parboiled the meat, so I just keep it. For you who asked what I'm cooking today, yeah, so I'm making stew. So I'll show you how I think I've showed you many times how I cook my tomato. Let me show you. I'm taking this pepper back to the freezer. So I'm cooking. I use tomato plum. So I always gauge what I cook. Let me show you. I use 3. When I'm cooking a pot of soup, a pot of stew, I use just 3. It will last us for a very long time. So I use 3 plum. I'm going to use this pointed bell pepper. That's Tatache fresh one. I don't use tin tomatoes in my stew. So if I'm going to make jollof, so one of the things I intend to do is to make jollof. So that's when I use this for the base of this. And now if I have to cook jollof, then I'm gonna use 5 of this. Yeah, but I don't know. So long as I have meat stock in the freezer, jollof can take place tomorrow. But what I need to cook now is stew. Yeah, guys. Yeah. So that is it. We're putting back all our gbogbo. Oh, God, my God, it's hot. So that's it. I'll show you. I have to fry some prawns because I want to make spinach. So it might be tomorrow. I'm not really in a hurry. There's something to eat, even if I don't cook even next week. But I just want to have. So this spinach is like the one I made recently. If you see it on YouTube there. This is kale. So I'm going to mix spinach and kale together. So I'm going to kind of just have it aside for aside. At this point, my battery is dead. I want to blend the tomato and I want to wash fish. I have mackerel. I have not washed it. Yeah, so I'm not using just I'm not just using that turkey you're seeing. It's better I use only fish rather than not eating. I mean, it's better I use only fish instead of eating turkey or fish or chicken. I love fish. I always say No matter how the fish is, even if the fish have one eye, I can manage it. But if food doesn't have any fish inside, no, I can't. I can't. I love fish because we eat more fish in my house. But my mom likes oxtail. My mom, she likes oxtail. Christmas, you buy a lot of it, like full one. She likes. But me, I just like fish. And if they kill live chicken, I won't eat until that chicken gets finished because I have this. What do you call it, guys? Can you tell me if you know? Like I have same empathy. Is it empathy or sympathy for the chicken? I just feel they've taken they've taken life out of the chicken, you know. So I rather have frozen chicken than the one I see you. No, it's awful. Where you just put knife, trap the chicken, you know. Oh no. And it becomes bloody. No, I can't eat it. Never. I never. My mom would tell me they killed the chicken yesterday, so today is not. But the memories still linger on. Like I just feel like you've taken life out of the poor chicken. So I can't eat even till tomorrow. You can't kill chicken where I am and expect me to eat it. But you see this frozen one like turkey, I can't because I was not there. My hand did not partake in bloodshed. Even in my eyes see it. In my eyes see it, I won't eat. That was how I was. Even when they are fried, you see them giving my younger ones or everybody's eating. Like, I just feel like, are you just happy that you are eating the chicken that you just took life out of? And I feel like, I don't know, I never ate it until the soup or whatever. Even the stew, I just feel it's. If you look for that child that was spoiled, like my mom will have to cook 2 pots of soup because I don't eat goat, I don't eat snail, that's why I hardly eat in people's house till today. And somebody might think, oh nah, no, I can't. I have been so picky right from time, and they didn't stop me, which was bad. It was bad because at this point, I never want my children to be picky with anything. I just want my children to be able to eat, apart from something that is not bad though. I want my children to be able to eat something that I was not able to eat, that is edible. Yeah. But it affected me. I pick so much. I'm so picky. If I come to your house, many times when I was growing up, I slept hunger when I went to people's house or when I was living in Lagos with my auntie. I slept, with empty stomach because they've cooked with something and they wouldn't understand where I'm coming from. I will sleep. I will just maybe drink garri. You see that they cook rice probably because they kill live chicken. I will look for when everybody is sleeping. I will not go and drink garri. Yeah, it's a terrible thing. I don't know what they call it though, but I feel they should have stopped me when I was. Well, maybe my mom also. My mom is a very soft person. She just played along like, okay, my daughter doesn't like this. I will not force her to eat it. So that's why it's hard for me today to eat food in people's houses now. I cannot. And those things, like I don't eat goat, I don't eat snail. And if it happened to be, hi, Dominic, Dami, hey, what is all these Dominions? Sorry guys, my daughter called. Sorry guys, my daughter called. I'm laughing at my daughter. You know what? She just finished her GCSE. And before she finished, she's not letting me to hear word in the house. I want to work. I want to work. I want to add it to my CV. I want to build my CV. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I say, calm down, my dear. What your mother see? Sitting down. You can't see it standing. I want to work. I want to work. I say, calm down, mama. Calm down. If I were you, it's good. You have good idea. That's very, very good. But calm down. You're gonna work and you get tired. The system we are now is you don't want to be a slave to your employer. You understand? If you start enslaving yourself at age 16, how are you going to do it? No, I went to work. I went to work. Oh, you love my food. Thank you, love. You're from Argentina. Yeah, when are you guys playing? When are you guys playing football today? That's good. So how is it like in Argentina? I've never visited there. Maybe, I don't know. Do you have a tourist area? Maybe when we have more, when we become big girl, we can stroll to your side. I've never Googled to know anything about Argentina. Thank you for watching. So I'll say my daughter rang me a few minutes ago. She's away. She's abroad now. She finished her GCSE, so she's been away for 2 weeks. She's my auntie in another country, and she's been saying, I want to work. I want to work. We all went for the holiday. Briefly, I just dropped her off and came back. Immediately I left, my auntie's son had registered her for a job, all these teenage job and everything. So last week she got 2 job offer. She went to one that same very day she got it. She was so excited. You need to know, everybody wants to be independent. Yeah, that's why you have to let your girl child know that she needs to make money for herself. Yeah, her husband will take care of her, but then she needs to earn. It's either in business or something. She needs to, be responsible for herself too. That's the kind of girl child I'm raising, though. I'm not raising the one that I would ask you to depend solely on a man. No. I have a male child. I have a female child. I wouldn't even want my son's wife to depend solely on my son. No, you want to kill him for me? Am I not working? You will do your own little mind for yourself, so that you understand, so that when you ask him for money, he will not see you as a burden. So that's what I would say to my girl child, and that's how I would advise my son's wife. Even though you are there to take care of the children, but that's not just your sole responsibility. You get it? Yeah. Make your own money. Money cancels nonsense. So that even you are my son's wife, or you are my daughter, you have your integrity. Nobody will tell you that, oh, you cannot buy that what do we call Victoria's Secret bra because it's too expensive. Go and buy from Primark. No, when you work your money, you'll be able to use it. You also support the family. Yeah? Mm-hmm. When you are raising kids, when the kids are small and you are the one at home at that time, will understand. But the kids will grow. You need to have a life for yourself. Having children, is it an achievement? I leave you to answer. I know the answer for myself, but to everyone, I think with different answers. So, yeah, you came to this life to fulfill a purpose. So make sure that it's not just having children. We've been mandated to have children, but there is more. You have more within you. So now I've deviated. I'm preaching. That's what mothers do. That's what mothers is. I was talking about my daughter calling me before she traveled. I want to work. I want to work. I want to work. I said, calm down, baby girl. You work, you get tired. No. My son is back. Let me open door for my son. My son is back. My son is back. My son is back. How are you, Papa? So you don't know how to greet? Huh? Good afternoon, Mama. Not good afternoon. I'm not your mate. Man, the heat is on. So she got 2 jobs in 1 week. She went for the first one the same day. And she's supposed to be every Friday going for the second one. I called my auntie this afternoon. I said, "Where I learned that you are distributing money, you are giving money." So my daughter called and my auntie gave her money, big money, put money in her account. She didn't know how much it was, but because they opened an account for her there, so she went, her PIN came out today, she went to check and she saw money. Now my daughter forgot that she's supposed to you forgot she's supposed to go to work today. I said, good for your employers. Ah! You're employing a 16-year-old girl. What do you expect? For her to be consistent? You don't know she just need money for Primark. If you're an employer employing a small child, wait for her to contribute to your company or what? Oh my gosh. And she rang me now. I said, did you forget that you're supposed to go to work today? She said, no, I didn't forget. I can't be bothered. If she had listened to me that you don't need to stress yourself, just relax. But it was good. She gave it an attempt. I mean, she was able to sought for a job in another country and got 2 jobs in a day. That is bravo. Even though she's not going to the job now, but maybe it's once in a while. They're not going to sack her. How much are they paying? 14 euro for 1 hour. She's earning more than some of you in the healthcare sector here. Let's assume it's 12 euro in the long run. Because when you convert pounds to. Guys, anyway, thank you for joining in today. God bless you all. God bless you. Rose Harrison. I think your name is the easiest one that I could pronounce today. My goodness. Thank you, my amazing people. So I have to blend my tomato. I've brought it out. I showed you there. All right, guys. The weather is becoming so hot, so warm. At this point, I need to look for cold something to drink. See you again. I hope you did enjoy my childhood story. And take care. When I finish, I will record the finishing. It would have been a good thing, but my phone is unplugged, if you can see. So it's not allowing me. I'm charging it at the same time cooking. All right, guys. Love you all. Take care till I come your way next time. Hi, from Poland. Hi. How are you? Poland. Okay, no, I was in Czech. I think last year. Yeah, it's not Poland. I was thinking, oh, I've been to Poland. Yeah, how are you? What's your kind of native food? Like your food? Like what I'm about to make. I think if you watch most social media videos from like Nigeria, you see a lot of them make a red sauce. We call it stew. And we make it with chicken, fish. We even go at Nigerians. We live large. We live large. We make it with a lot of protein and it's also very yummy and tasty. Yeah, so that's what I'm about to make. And if you go down to my previous video, you see that I've made this stew over and over again. Yeah, but it's always handy when you have it. You can always boil rice anytime you want. So that's what. Anyway, guys, thank you once again. I want to blend my tomato, and bye bye. My love to everyone.